come and skate with me. Just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet. Been on killing himself is what his mama said, but he was feeling himself. Got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said, "Val, I weigh 120 pounds."
Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Chris Bubich.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Corbin Carroll leading things off and takes a strike. Misses off the plate. 1-1.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first.
Ripped back to the mound, and that got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and great jump. Fought off foul.
Ball.
That missed by a lot. Yeah, that's ball 2. That's a little bit low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Payoff pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. Into Heritage Park and out of here. Home run. He hammers one out to center. It's 2-0. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And here it comes.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Outside low, 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Man at first, nobody out. Here's Adley Rutschman. Bubich keeping an eye on him. Bubich in his 5th season, 27 years old, a former first-round pick. Runner on the go. That one the other way, and foul ball. Steps off and looks to first. And that's disengagement number 2. Henderson on at first. Nobody out. Just missed. Inside. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Trying to move the runners over. Ramirez whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play. Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Gary Sanchez swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-0. So 2 down. And now the rookie second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. Fouled off left side. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball,
2 outs, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Pitch misses, 2-2. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So the batting order turns over. Corbin Carroll, the next to hit for the Orioles. Line drive. And that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now 2-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Carroll hustling after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact. For average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That's in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's the swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, right side. On to O'Hearn. And that's the third out. And we're back. Now it's going to be George Springer. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back.
And that's a fair ball. Springer makes the turn at second. And he's got a double.
Back-to-back base hits. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate. But that's a great example.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Colby Allard.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Springer on third. Henderson stands at second. No outs. And another ball. That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough.
Line drive. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that is out of play. The 0-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Swing and a ball hammered. Left field. Kwan moving back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores. Here is Yoan Moncada. There's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
0-2 is the count.
That's down and in. Good job to fight that one off. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner takes off. Left field, way back there. That's back. It has the distance, gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-0. 2 down, bases empty. Ryan O'Hearn now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the second. That one pushed foul. Out to short. Jumps, throws, not in time. He's safe.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Here's Gary Sanchez now.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Two outs.
Hey!
This one in the dirt.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1
in the
strike.
dirt, blocked. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, and in there with a double off the wall.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez makes the catch, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the second. And the batter now, Carlos Santana. And that one hit to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So up next, Jacob Young. In the dirt. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-1. In the air, right field. And there are two down. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. He swings and fouls one off. Makes the catch, inning over. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the center fielder. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Joey Cantillo.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance. You know, these Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says. Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
One ball, one
pitch
strike.
Out, but no action.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Now snap throw to first. Carroll dives back in safely. Carroll gets his lead at first with nobody out. There goes the runner. Ripped towards third. Ramirez sends it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
He's trying for third. Foul ball there. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Carroll coming home. The throw in. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs. So next to hit for Baltimore, Brandon Nimmo. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Swing and a base hit. Henderson around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Lane Thomas. Yamamoto back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Now a step off the rubber to reset. And
Ball
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. Bo Naylor at the plate now. That missed inside. Ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 11-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And a foul ball. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a ball line to center. He's got it. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And there's a ball. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Kim lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. And it hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay to second, but he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just missed out on a home run.
Paul Sewald takes over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Carroll at second with 2 down. Runner breaks for third. And they'll do it again. Got him looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 4th. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Ground ball to the right side, and he's out on the tag. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Grounded out his first time. Just off the inside edge. And it's fouled away. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to first, O'Hearn. And he handles it himself for the out. Jeff McNeil stands in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Nimmo running hard to get it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning.